This your boy Lantic City. And this time we're taking a look at our pizza-loving predator, our pizza-loving bastard, Jeff Sokol, from Hansen vs. Predator. Now enough with the pleasantries. Let's hop on in.
You see being edited behind me, you can see nowhere else. It is more compelling and disturbing than virtually anything you can watch on TV today. It is my complete interview with Jeff Sokol. He surfaced in our Predator investigation in Fairfield, Connecticut. A little bit of it aired on my syndicated show Crime Watch Daily, but now here on Hansen vs. Predators, you'll see the whole thing. Sokol came with food and an appetite for sex. He left after a very aggressive interview with me in handcuffs.
Where's the pizza? Fuck this shit, I'm gonna eat.
Jeff? Over here, you can come in this way. Sorry about that. Come on in.
How are you?
Good, how are you? Did you find the house okay?
No, because it's really dark out. So.
Clearly confused for moments. Outside, wondering, what is this? Who are these people in this house? Is she actually in there? And then the decoy comes outside, and a smile immediately interrupts his face. He's happy now.
How long did it take you to get here?
I don't know, it took 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours, god damn. I ain't driving 2 hours. I ain't driving 2.5 hours to go to the hospital if my foot fell off.
That's a long drive.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
Sorry, I'm really nervous.
Oh, you gonna give me a hug?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh.
He's so disappointed. You know what? You know what that is? That's our fucking thumbnail. That's our fucking thumbnail. Sorry, I keep interrupting it. But, well, this Jeff, he's quite a character.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'll settle into it.
He really wanted that hug.
Okay.
So, what kind of pizza you got? Just
the small pizza is like almost as big as the big one. So I didn't know that. Like you said small, I thought it would be like a really small one.
Yeah.
I said big one.
Sorry.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I am. I'm fine.
I've just never done this before.
I know.
Have you?
No, not really. I mean.
Not really.
Are you telling me the truth?
I mean, I've met girls online, but I don't like come like this far to like meet someone. I don't know why
It's kind of crazy, huh?
It is crazy. Yeah. Why did you let me come?
I don't know.
If you're so nervous.
It seems like a good idea, and you seem nice.
Why do you think I came?
I think I know.
Yeah, I think I know too.
It's not the only reason. It's not the reason.
It's not the only reason. But he admits that's definitely a reason.
What's the reason?
And I just, been talking to you for a while, and you seem like really cool to hang out with, and someone that I'd like to meet, and I wanted to check out the situation,
Well, here we are.
Yeah.
So, let's deal with this whole contract thing, because I'm just going to be thinking about it the whole time until we get that out of the way.
This document was something Sokol put together after some research on the internet to protect himself from getting in trouble for having sex with a 13-year-old girl. He talked about it in the chat along with a lot of other graphic topics. It didn't work.
How could this motherfucker, how could this pizza-loving bastard actually think that some sort of marriage contract was going to get him out of trouble? And that's another thing about this guy's situation. He brought a goddamn marriage contract. What the fuck kind of shit is that, man? And no other predator brought that shit. And he brought a marriage contract to get to somehow get him out of trouble. This shit don't even make no sense. Where the hell did he get the idea that that was even gonna work? Was he gonna just take it to a notary and say, hey, notarize this? This is a marriage contract to this 14-year-old, this 13-year-old. I don't even know how young he thinks this decoy is. How is this gonna? How did he even begin to believe that this was gonna work?
I don't know.
Let's eat and we can talk about it.
Okay. There's plates behind you if you want to grab one.
Huh?
There's plates behind you if you want to grab one. Do you want a water or anything?
No.
Is that pie? Is that our thumbnail? That might be our thumbnail. I really did want to get one of him in the pizza with the pizza, but that's a good one too. And we'll see.
Man, well, I got this for in case we want
Alright,
to
I'll grab a water.
Alright, it will have water. You want to eat at the table? What do you want to do?
Don't you just sit here?
Look at that big cheesy smile. He's definitely comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I expected it to be like 2.5 hours, so.
You're from the Boston area, you said?
Yeah, can I wash my hand?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have some family that lives up there. It's pretty nice.
Do you?
Yeah, I've been to Faneuil Hall.
Where's your family? Like, what part of Boston?
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
Boston's so confusing. It's wicked confusing.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be cool.
Oh, it's okay.
We'll work on it.
I mean, you look great.
Thanks.
You just look different than what than like in the pictures. I don't know, maybe, I don't know, I expected you to have dark hair. Did you?
My hair it lightens up in the summer.
And no, I'm not saying, I mean, I think you look
You don't
great.
like it?
I think you look great. I'm just saying, like, you look different, yeah, than I thought.
Yeah.
But no, nothing wrong with
Well, you
that.
never can tell with online things, you know?
What about me? Do I look different?
I mean, you look different. I'm not saying better or worse, just different.
Alright.
I have cupcakes too, if you want one.
Let's see, did you make them?
Look at those. Do you think I made those?
I have no idea.
No.
Do you want to use plates or do you want to just eat?
Whatever you want. We're pretty casual here.
Okay.
I'm like too nervous to eat.
Well, you already ate, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
I was wondering if you were gonna be like, how would you be? Like, would you be nervous? Would you be like totally like you've done this before?
Oh,
you know,
definitely haven't done this.
You know, this might actually, well, I don't know. It's probably because it's uncut, and we're just seeing, you know, the unedited version where they just cut right to it and they cut a lot of the bullshit conversational parts out. But this seems to be one of the longest interactions between a decoy and a predator.
Before.
Like, I don't know, you just seemed very, very like, you didn't seem nervous at all when I talked to you and just in
Well, you know,
general.
it's different when you're talking to someone online versus like
person.
coming to their house
I
and
know,
meeting them.
I know. I just gotta take something. This isn't drugs. It's just a.
Yeah, no, by all means. Here, drink water.
It's something that I take before I eat. Thanks.
In the middle of it all, Sokol pulls out a medicine bottle. You can see it on the video.
Was it Viagra?
He takes a pill, apparently in preparation for what he thinks is going to be a big night ahead.
What have you been doing all day?
Did he take a Viagra? That motherfucker walked in jail with an erection, goddammit. Imagine going to jail with an erection. Now that's fucked up. I wonder, that raises another interesting question there. How many predators took a Viagra in preparation for their evenings? What you think? About 20%? 25%?
I'm just hanging out. Watching TV, Netflix and stuff.
What's that?
I have no idea. Do you want to go check?
Somebody here?
No.
What kind of pizza we have tonight? Who's this? I'll get to that in a minute. Who are you?
Who are you?
You tell me first. You're Jeff, right?
Yeah.
And what are you doing here tonight, Jeff?
Hanging out
Hanging out with whom?
with her.
Who's her?
I want to know who you are.
I want to know a little bit more about you first.
Can I eat first?
I wonder what Jeff's reaction would have been had Chris not walked out with a clipboard. I wonder to what extent the clipboard raised Jeff's suspicions. Because had it been the father of the decoy, I don't think he was gonna walk out with a clipboard.
Sure, go ahead.
Tell me who you are, because, I didn't know there would be other people here.
Well, what did you expect to happen here tonight, Jeff?
Didn't have any expectations.
No expectations whatsoever.
No.
So you drove 2.5 hours
Sure did.
from Boston
Who are you?
to come here
Are you her dad?
to meet a young girl.
Are you her
I
dad?
will get to that in a minute.
Huh?
Go ahead, have a bite.
Wow. I haven't done anything wrong.
How old are you?
What does it matter?
I'd like to know.
I haven't done anything wrong. Coming to meet somebody? What's wrong? What is that against
Coming
the
to
law?
meet a young girl?
Yeah, is that against the law?
It is after this chat.
What's wrong with that?
How?
Did you bring some kind of a contract with you? Some sort of marriage contract? Let's see if any of this sounds familiar while you enjoy your pizza. I should come see you on Saturday. Well, since your mom isn't home, it's the best time to do it. I would, but only if you want me to. You say, I can't go to jail. My life would be ruined.
Right.
Could be locked up for 20 years.
Yep.
And then you say, do you trim your blank?
Okay.
Now you know that this girl is 13, right?
Wasn't sure.
She's told you.
No. That doesn't
And you're what, 37?
mean anything.
You're 37? How old are you? You might as well just tell me because I can find out like that.
Who are you? Can you tell me who you are first?
I will tell you that in a minute.
Because now you're making me nervous and
You're 44 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? As a 44-year-old guy, I shouldn't be talking to 13-year-old girls like this. Yet I want to. What am I supposed to make of that? Sorry, I am paranoid. For meeting me? No, potentially having sex.
Alright, we've got to run that back.
How old are you?
Yep.
And then you say, do you trim your blank?
Okay.
Now you know
You
that this girl
know.
is 13, right?
Wasn't sure.
She's told you.
No.
Blank.
She's told you. Well, why the fuck does Chris say, you knew That's not his only time saying that.
Okay.
Now you know that this girl is 13, right?
Wasn't sure.
She's told you.
No. That doesn't.
And you're what, 37?
That doesn't mean anything.
You're 37? How old are you? You might as well just tell me because I can find out like that.
Who are you? Can you tell me who you are first?
I will tell you that in a minute.
I took it back
Because
too far.
now you're making me nervous, and
You're 44 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? As a 44-year-old guy, I shouldn't be talking to 13-year-old girls like this. Yet I want.
That's it. That's what I was looking for.
I will tell you that in a minute.
As a
As a 44-year-old guy, I shouldn't be talking to 13-year-old girls like this. Yet
as a 44-year-old girl, as a 44-year-old girl, as a 44-year-old man, I know I shouldn't be talking to young girls like this.
I want to.
But yet,
because
I want to.
now you're making me nervous, and
You're 44 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? As a 44-year-old guy, I shouldn't be talking to 13-year-old girls like this. Yet I want to.
I shouldn't be talking to 13-year-old girls like this, but I want to. So says Jeff. Well, we might as well just end the whole video right there, because he just served us the fucking verdict. He straight up served the verdict to us. I know I'm 44 years old. I know I shouldn't be talking to 13-year-old girls, but I like to do it. He summed it up for us right there.
44-year-old guy, I shouldn't be talking to 13-year-old girls like this. Yet I want to.
He wants to. He knows he shouldn't, but he wants to. We could just end this shit right here, but we're gonna keep going.
What am I supposed to make of that? Sorry, I am paranoid. For meeting me? No, potentially having sex. But that is where the breaking the law comes from.
right.
Punishable up to 20 years. Did you bring condoms with
You know
you
what?
tonight?
You know what? I didn't ever think to do this with the footage. But, let me try this. Make it bigger. Yeah, do this on your own time, Lantic. Sorry, I just thought of it. I was trying to make the video bigger for you. Thanks a lot, asshole.
Wasn't
I'll
planning
get
on
to
having
it.
sex.
Do you have them in your car?
No,
I'm gonna find out, so you might as well tell me now.
I don't. Go ahead, check the car.
You will never tell anyone about us having sex. Are you sure? Okay, I could be there Saturday afternoon. Explain. Explain it to me.
Just wanted to come hang out.
What happened?
And
It looks like here you wanted to come here and have sex with a 13-year-old girl.
okay, is that against the law to
To have sex with a 13-year-old girl
No.
when you're 44? Yes,
no,
it's
to
against
meet,
the law.
to meet a girl? That's all I've done.
You see how this looks.
Okay, but do you also see that I was pretty apprehensive about the whole sex thing?
Well, wouldn't you be? Wouldn't anybody be if they're
Right.
going to try to have sex with a 13-year-old girl?
To be honest with you, you're not going to believe me, but I don't know who you are, but I'm sure you're law enforcement. But
You think I'm law enforcement?
well, I mean that's what it sounds like. I was
does
thinking about
look
this
like
on the
law
way down,
Right.
I
You have
happen
2.5
to know
hours to
law
think about it.
and I wasn't gonna. I'm not gonna risk it. That's what I said.
It's not normal for a 44-year-old guy to drive 2.5 hours to hang out with a 13-year-old
I
girl.
wanted to hang out, see how she was, see if
A 13-year-old girl? How often do you do this sort of thing?
never done it.
He's not gonna risk it. He's not gonna risk it, but he risked it. God damn it. This thing is so crooked. So crooked. This Jeff Sokol thing at the bottom, it's so crooked. You must be moved.
You've never done it. So tonight you just decided, okay,
Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked like a motherfucker today.
And that's what it sounds like. I was thinking about this on the way down.
Right. You had 2.5 hours to think about it.
And I wasn't gonna. I'm not gonna risk it. That's what I said.
It's not normal for a 44-year-old guy to drive 2.5 hours to hang out with a 13-year-old girl.
I wanted to hang out, see how she was, see if
A 13-year-old girl. How often do you do this sort of thing?
never done it.
You've never done it. So tonight you just decided, okay, I'm going to drive 2.5 hours
Oh yeah,
down I-95 from Boston.
yeah. I've been talking to her
To this
for a little
house.
while, and she seemed cool to hang out with. I mean, with that,
You can't find any.
What do you think, people? Do you think this is his first time doing this? Let's give it a few more seconds, and then I'll try to say what I think.
I had nothing else
Older
going on.
girls?
I can, but I had nothing else going on.
So you decided you just come out and hang out with a 13-year-old girl?
Yeah, you can clearly.
Because I have never been bored. Well, I've been bored. I'm bored now. Not really. But I have never been bored and was like, I'm going to get on that there interweb and I'm going to meet somebody and go hang out because I'm bored. That happens to be the excuse for a couple of predators. Oh, I was bored. I wanted to go hang out. Yeah, I was bored. I wanted to come out and hang out with her, man. I happen to know law enforcement. You know, I've never been bored enough to go roam the internet and try to meet somebody to hang out with. I don't like hanging out with people anyway. I'd rather just chill by myself. I'm not really a people person. I don't really like people. I don't like hanging out too much. So it's just, maybe it's just because it's me. Maybe it's because I don't really care about hanging out. But I've never been bored enough to just go meet a stranger on the internet and then go meet with them. That's not me. I've been bored enough to go into a chat line. Hi, I am new to all this chat line. I've been bored enough to go into a chat room, you know, in my childhood. Shout out Mr. Fats. He was a guy I used to talk to. I have a video about it. My personal experience with a predator, I think it's called. Yeah, I was talking to him. We used to talk about music and just random shit. Nothing sexual. And then, and he knew. Because, you know, I had to lie and say I was 18, so I didn't get kicked out the chat room. And I thought he was cool enough I could, you know, tell him the truth. So I told him, yeah, I'm like, however old I was. Let's see, I was in there. Must have been 13. And a few days later, someone was talking. I said, what happened to Mr. Fats? That was his name, Mr. Fats with a PH. P-H-A-T-S. And they said, yeah, he was a pedophile. He got arrested. And I was like, oh. Didn't think much of it at the time, but he never did any weird shit to me. But look, there I go getting sidetracked again. But if you want me to go deeper into that story, I do have a video about it. It's only like maybe 5 minutes long. I don't think it's long at all. But anyway, like, point I was trying to make is that was about as close to meeting people as I got when I was bored. Because I used to have that MSN web TV shit before I had a computer. And it would just say chat at the top. And you couldn't do nothing on that thing. It was so limited. So I clicked on the chat. And that's how my introduction to chat rooms was. But yeah. Never been bored enough to just meet somebody on the internet. Not my style.
You can clearly see that I'm very apprehensive about that.
Let's say we meet and really like each other and want to continue seeing each other. How would we do this? Like I said, as long as you're under 16, age of consent, parenthetically, nobody can know about it. I just can't take that chance. What it sounds like here is you're grooming her, testing her to make sure it would be okay if you had sex with her, so no one would find out.
To be honest with you, like I said, when I was on the way down,
Right.
I was thinking about the whole thing, and even before I left,
Right.
I was thinking I'm not going to have sex with her unless it's legal.
So you talk about a plan to make it legal, to marry her, right?
Yeah, not in 2 seconds. I mean, like.
So if you liked her, like next week or the week after,
I don't think any marriages took 2 seconds.
you'd marry a 13-year-old girl.
Not next week. No.
Oh, now it's next week.
So after just a few days worth of
my
chatting,
invite,
you
Jeff?
decide you love her?
No.
You want to have sex with her?
I don't know.
You want to marry her? What do you mean you don't know she's 13?
I don't know. I was just throwing things out, like, just in case, or maybe I did like her. Maybe it was,
So then you'd marry a 13-year-old girl because she's really cool and you could have sex.
After a while, if it worked out, yeah.
After a while.
Yeah.
What, like 3 years of dating?
I don't know.
A romantic courtship?
Maybe.
Maybe. So you're cool with all this? You just think this is
Certainly
just
seems
fun?
to be.
March in here to this home.
I know what you're.
Well,
Getting at
what
you.
else am I supposed to think, Jeff?
Do I seem like a dishonest, dirty person? I mean, do I seem like it to you?
This chat seems like it. It seems like someone who at 44 years old.
Chat is chat.
Chat is chat, but showing up is showing up. And guess what, Jeff? You showed
It's not against the law to say it on there.
up. At a home where you knew a 13-year-old girl would be alone. After a sexual...
Showed up at a home. Like I said, I've never been bored enough to just show up and go online, find somebody, a stranger, and meet up to hang out. Because I tell you what, for sex, I am not coming.
charged conversation online. You come in, oh, I want to hug you.
Yeah.
The little girl's nervous. You do it with everybody.
Yeah.
You do that every time you meet a 13-year-old girl.
I do it when I meet somebody for the first time. I hug them.
But this somebody
I ain't even lying. Jeff do look like he give a comfortable hug.
is not an adult, Jeff. She's 13.
Please tell me who you are.
I'll tell you what.
I'm trying to be nice here.
Okay.
He
So
still
am I.
wants to know.
But
He
you're
still
not
wants
answering
to
all my
know.
questions.
I will. Can you just tell me who you are?
I'm Chris Hansen, and this is an investigation called Hansen versus Predator. So if there's anything else you...
God damn it. God damn it. I still got the To Catch a Predator thing here. Ain't that some shit? I still had the To Catch a Predator thing there. Oh, man. Cause see what had happened was, I did the Jeff Sokol video. I cut it off halfway. I don't remember at what point. I cut it off halfway. And then I came back to it today. And since then, I did the Christopher... I don't even remember his name now. Christopher... no idea. It was the last video I made, and I can't remember it. The Christopher video, whatever. So I did that video, and I forgot to switch back to Hansen versus Predator. Sorry, not that any of you care.
want people to know, anything you want to say, now would be...
Yeah.
The little girl's nervous.
I really do want to apologize for being so sidetracked this time. The first part of this video was going so smoothly, and then I come back to film the second half, and I'm just all over the place.
It seems like someone who at 44 years old.
Chat is chat.
Chat is chat, but showing up is showing up. And guess what, Jeff? You showed up. At a home where you knew a 13-year-old girl would be alone. After a sexually charged conversation online. You come in, Oh, I want to hug you.
Yeah.
The
that's
little
what I do
girl's
with
nervous. You do it with everybody.
Yeah.
You do that every time you meet a 13-year-old girl.
I do it when I meet somebody for the first time. I
Okay,
hug them.
but this somebody is not an adult child. She's 13.
Please tell me who you are.
I'll tell you what.
I'm trying to be nice here.
Okay.
I'm
So am I. But you're not answering all my questions.
I will. Can you just tell me who you are?
I'm Chris Hansen, and this is an investigation called Hansen versus Predator. So if there's anything else you want people to know, anything you want to say, now would be a good time to say it.
I can't believe this happened.
Did you bring any sort of a marriage contract?
No.
So what was all that talk about?
I don't want to talk anymore.
You can leave.
On camera.
Wait a
You
minute.
can leave.
He didn't even bring the fucking marriage contract.
Can you please tell me?
He hooped and hollered about that marriage contract and he didn't even bring it.
I can't believe this happened.
Did you bring any sort of a marriage contract?
No.
So what was all that talk about?
I don't want to talk anymore.
You can leave.
On camera.
You can leave.
What do you mean I can leave?
You can leave.
And then what?
That's not up to me.
Who's it up to?
It's not up to
Who's it
me.
up to?
You didn't have to come here, you know. It's not up to me.
You know, that pizza looked good before, but I don't know anymore. Maybe it's just because they've been filming for so long and it done got cold, but it don't look as good as it looked when he was munching down on that motherfucker.
You didn't have to come here, you know. What do you do for a living, John?
I don't want to talk anymore. There's
Insurance business, right?
cameras rolling.
Insurance?
They've been rolling, asshole. Looks like he's procrastinating. Looks like he doesn't want to get out of there, and for good reason.
I don't want to talk anymore.
All right. As I said, you're free to leave.
Can you shut it off?
I cannot shut her off now.
I mean, what is this?
It's an investigation for a television program called Hansen versus Predator, where we investigate grown people who go online and try to create inappropriate, illegal relationships with underage children. So unless you have something else to say, now would be a good time to go.
I don't have anything else to say.
All right, then. You can take your pizza if you like.
You want a slice?
I'm good, thank you very much.
So the cops here?
How nice of Jeff to offer Chris a slice of that clearly cold pizza.
We'll see.
No, Chris, you won't see. He will see.
Okay. Or if they're here, just bring them in.
It'd be best if you went out that way.
He wants the cops to come to him, man. That's not how it works. He must never saw the show.
Grab a jacket.
It's out for the garage.
Everybody's watching. Come on out. Let's go.
Sokol was sentenced to 7 years in prison, serving a mandatory 30 months. He is eligible for parole in June.
Well, damn. He got some time. Now, I'm over here. I'm trying to see if I can find any of his chat log, because guess what? I finally figured out.
Come here for a sec.
Yeah, we'll get to you, Jesse. Don't you fucking worry. Because guess what? I finally got the chat logs to work. And that's good because I was about to run out of episodes of Dear Kayla, Love Lorne. I had one more left in the can. Like that Dear Kayla, Love Lorne that just came out on Monday. That was like the third video I made. The first video I made was the Lorne video. And then I made 3 Dear Kayla, Love Lornes back to back to back. So every other video I've made since then has been after those 3 videos. Because had the hurricane. I was fucked up by Hurricane Ida. 12 days, no electricity. I was trying to be so far ahead of schedule. And I was going to be so far. I was going to have videos ready for November. That was recorded in August or early September. But that fucked it all up. The electricity threw me off. Not having it for 12 days. That really fucked shit off. And then the first few days I got it back. The last thing I felt like doing was making a video. So, but anyway, we're back on track now. Sorry, I'm trying to find... Oh man, fuck you. I'm trying to find Jeff Sokol's chat log. But I'm not sure he has one. If he does have one... might have one. It says 262 pages. I don't know about this. Oh, this isn't a chat log. This is text, it looks like. Alright, let's try to take a look at this. Since we're this deep into Jeff Sokol already. Alright, you know what, let me go ahead and give the verdict on Jeff. Because, it's clear that, he knew what he was doing was wrong. But he did it anyway, and he liked to do it anyway. That signifies a problem. And that definitely raises my suspicions as far as him attempting to do it again. I think it's a strong possibility that he will seek out another underage person to groom, if you will. So we're going to try this. Did it work? It worked. Okay. Now see, this is how I did Dear Kayla, Love Lorne. But I couldn't figure out how I did it. Okay. So now, don't worry, they're upside down for now, but oh, now you know. Oh, I have to do it from the... Yeah, okay. So, what happened here? So I have to do it from here. Okay, add as friend, blah, blah. Okay, let's get to the good sheet. Let's zoom in a little bit so you can see more. There you go. So, now you can see more. Let's get into it. So, contact request. Please add me as a contact. Who is this? Are you the guy from Wire Club? Yes, of course. Cool. If I show you a pic, don't laugh. I won't. I don't judge. Send me a pic Send me the pic on your avatar. No pic. Would love to see you. Cute pic. You sent. Don't you have other color pics? I mean, don't you have color pics? There's a color pic. I have a bunch of pics on Wire. I can add if you want to see them. Is that cool? Sure. You are gorgeous. Is that creepy to you? He already knows his behavior is creepy and is asking her if she thinks his behavior is creepy. That's creepy. I like your pics. Thanks. And thank you for saying that. I'm not normally rude. I don't think you are. I'm just stunned how beautiful you are. You're really 13? You have some badass tats. Thanks. I like my tats. Yeah. Did you ever think you would say a 44-year-old dude is hot? I turned 14 October 21st. I think older guys are handsome. Well, some. That's cool. Do you go out with guys at school? I just moved here. Oh. So I don't really know guys yet. Yeah, a few. It's tough when you're new. Can you do me a favor, especially because I came from California to here? It's crazy, huh? I want to see you. Could we like do a video chat for like a minute really quick? I'm on my iPod. It doesn't have video. Nope, my dad took that away because I was video chatting too much. Don't you have a Skype on phone or a computer as well? LOL, well, if I had my own laptop, yeah. Do you have your own phone? And my number is in limbo because I broke 2 this year, so I don't get my upgrade for another month. Well, actually like 2 weeks. So my mom gave me a retarded flip phone. Wait, if you have Skype on iPod, are you sure it doesn't have video? Man, he really wants that video. Anyway, I thought it comes with Skype. Lost my spot. Hold up. I was doing something else right quick. I'm sure my dad disabled Cam. Yeah, but if he disabled it, you can easily enable it. It's in settings. I'm not getting into trouble. Okay, but it's just weird. Wait, are you someone trying to see if I would? Why would he disable it? Whatever. Man, I haven't been in trouble for 3 months. No, it just doesn't make much sense. I don't believe you, and I want to verify it's you because people on Wire are fucked up. I'm not getting in trouble again. Can't trust anyone, but okay, exactly. I can show you who I am, I guess. I just want to make sure you are who you are. I can call you tomorrow if you want, but I really don't want to get in trouble. I don't want you to get in trouble. Call me Hal, on phone or Skype. So if you or someone knows my dad or mom tells... mom knows or mom, then I'm not fucking around on here. On phone. Bailey. Yeah. The chances of me knowing your dad is so small. Come on. We randomly met on Wire. How do I know people don't just randomly look? You're being paranoid. So, you know what? Guess not. That was the last thing we saw. Let's scroll up to the top. Let's scroll up to the very top and see how this all began again. Who is this? Are you the guy from Wire Club? Yes, of course. Cool. If I show you a pic, don't laugh. I won't. I don't judge. Send me the pic on your avatar. Would love to see. Cute pic you sent. Don't you have other pics? So he wants pics right up front. But how soon does he want to meet? Did you ever think of, you would say a 44-year-old is hot? Blah, blah. He wants to video chat. He doesn't believe the iPod, no camera, disabled excuse. And I don't believe it either. Can't trust anyone. Okay, so it doesn't look like he's actually asked to meet yet. Or I might have missed it. Can you use a computer at school to go on Skype for a minute? Blah, blah, blah. I guess you have to. I guess you haven't run into fake people on Wire. So he does, it would appear that he does meet other people on Wire, whatever the fuck that is. Couldn't preview file. There was a problem loading this page. Of course there was. I should have never switched to Spectrum from AT&T. Can I refresh this? Is there a way to... Yeah, I can. Oh, fuck you. So I guess that's going to cut us short on Jeff. You know, Jeff Sokol. I think the thing about Jeff Sokol is he was very, very apprehensive. He was clearly nervous about it being a setup. He was apprehensive probably about doing the act had that occurred. I don't believe for a second that he would have forced himself on her had it been a real person and not a decoy. I definitely think he was down to do something had it just been a real person and not a decoy. But I don't feel like he would have, you know, forced himself. And you know, I'm not even sure, as apprehensive as he was and as nervous as he saw that she was, being, you know, she didn't want to hug. She ran away from the hug rather quickly. I'm not even gonna say that had it been a real girl that anything would have even happened. I don't think they would have went all the way on the first night. Maybe it would have led up to that if it was a real thing. Because I think he was a little gun shy as far as that. I don't think he... Let's see if the internet works yet. Nope. I don't... He definitely would have did it. But I think he would have waited to do it, is what I'm trying to say. There. Let's look at Jeff. His name is Jeff. We'll look at Jeff eat that pizza. Damn, that cheese falling apart. But yeah, I feel like Jeff's a predator who would have waited. A groomer, if you will. I think he would have groomed that girl as much as he possibly could have. And he was definitely looking for something in return. No doubt about it. He admits that that's something he likes. He knows he shouldn't be doing it, but he likes talking to younger girls. So there's a good possibility that he would reoffend. But, yeah. I think that's... Unless this works. It works. So now that the internet is working again, we're going to scroll back down. See how long this thing really is. Let's get to the end. If it'll load. There we go. Oh my god, I'm a complete fucktard. Fuck what all that is. I can't make it, I forgive you though. I'm come back home if you want to come over, no problem. Dealing with a plumbing issue. Hey Bailey, I have to admit, I'm still nervous about this whole thing. Let me ask you something. Is it a big dog? Let's say we meet and really like each other and want to continue seeing each other. How would we do this? Like I said, as long as you are under 16, Nobody can know about us. I just can't take that chance. I was thinking about that, and I wouldn't even tell my friends. So I was thinking maybe I could tell my mom that I'm volunteering at school for my community service hours. We have to have 40 at least before graduation. I don't know. Take a train or meet. You would really do that? Take a train up here? I guess it would be kind of like long distance. I am impressed and intrigued by it. And see, he was in it for the long haul. He was in it for the long haul, too. He was in it for the long haul. Allegedly. I mean, let's say this worked out. I doubt he'd still be with her by the time she turned 16. But yeah, I think I've said all I needed to say about Jeff, and I really wanted to say everything I needed to say because I cannot believe I didn't do a video about Jeff Sokol. I can't believe it. I still don't get it. But yeah, like I said, definitely down to do it, but definitely patient to do it, with a strong possibility of reoffending. We might just have another video about Jeff Sokol if he does something like this again, and I'm not ruling that out. This your boy Lantic City. I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here. You don't want to miss CrimeCity, Thursday, October 7th. We're gonna dive into the Chris Watts case, and we're gonna dive into it in a way that I don't think anybody else has. So stay tuned for that. And of course, you don't want to miss a brand new Dear Kayla Love Lorne. New episodes every Monday. And of course, we got to look at every Tuesday. So I've got a lot more content coming your way. It's a whole lot. This your boy Lantic City. Goodbye. This your boy Lantic City. And I thought maybe you'd like to watch another one of the videos I made. Or don't. I'm just happy you made it through this one.